What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Angele Altieri. If this is your first time here, and welcome to the video. Welcome to the series Back to Basics. I'm showing you how I do my makeup routine step by step, different products I use, different brushes I use, the different finishes, and how I apply it. This was requested for people who watch my videos, see the products I'm using in the video, but don't see how I'm really applying it, why I'm applying it in those places, and the brushes I use. So as long as you see me in this top, we will be talking about face powders. In order, I use contour, if I contour, bronze, blush, and highlight. Also listed down below, I will be putting the products I mentioned in the video and hopefully linking the brushes I use in the video. I will also leave a link to some BH Cosmetics brush sets that I use personally in my collection or that I'm looking for, because that's mostly what I use in my everyday makeup routine. I also want to say, if you can, please leave a comment down below on your favorite products and your skin color: fair, light, medium, tan, deep, dark, rich, so everyone can share their favorites and pick up some goodies or find out about some new goodies that they can use. This series is in prep for the holiday season, so you could get your makeup game in check. I'll leave a link down below to the full playlist. I have an eyebrow tutorial already up. I do my eyebrows 4 different ways, 4 different products, and a foundation tutorial. If there are any other videos you want to see from me, please leave a comment down below. Any questions, leave a comment down below. An eyeshadow tutorial will be coming very soon, and let me know if you want a lip tutorial also, because I definitely skipped through that. These videos are all a parts of my regular makeup tutorials that I skip through or fast forward because blending takes time, and to me it's just natural. But for some people who are very much beginners, this series can be very, very helpful. So without further ado, you know the deal, you know the drill, you know the vibes. Let's get into the series. Okay, guys, let's talk about contour palettes. I only have 2 because I don't really contour that much, but if I do, I really like these. This is the Makeup Revolution X Roxor's Contour and Highlight Palettes. The highlights are shimmering, so they're not matte highlights like the other palette will have, but they do have, it does have 4 contour powders for light. I would say medium and deep, but not very rich. Doesn't go very deep, this contour. But what you want with contour powders is you want a very cool tone powder, or cool toned neutral, but you don't want it to be very warm at all, because that will create shadow when you add warm. It starts looking more bronzer. My watch is dying, even though just put it on. So these two are a lot more, well, this one, the one in the middle, is very cool tone. These two, well, this one is very neutral and this one is a little bit warm, so it can kind of be like a bronzer. We can compare it to the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kits. We have 3 contour shades in here: light, medium, and deep. Excuse me, light. Don't ever do that again. So here we have these. You can't really see the light when I do it. These are very similar, very cool tone neutral right here. And the deeper contours will start pulling a little bit more red just because of the skin tone it's catering to. But it should be very cool or neutral at most. Once you start pulling red, orange, or yellow, that's when you get into bronzer, suntan look. Also with contour, you want matte powders, not shimmering powders. Shimmers or metallic shades will start to reflect light where you want a shadow. So you want matte powders to keep the color flat and create the definition without adding any highlights or reflection to that part of the face. So the brush I use to contour is this Aesthetica P12 brush. It's a tulip brush and it's very fluffy, very fluffy. Lots of bristles packed in here, but not too tightly, not too dense. Very nice and fluffy brush. So I'm going to take this, I'm holding the brush towards the end so it'll give me light pressure. I won't be applying too roughly or too intensely. I'm going to tap into this medium contour. It's not very pigmented, which is good because you can build it up. You don't want it to be too harsh. And if I feel this is my cheekbone right here, I'm just gonna go right under my cheekbone just a little bit and softly sweep. I'm not sweeping too far into the apples of my cheek, the middle of my face. I'm concentrating that right now towards the perimeter of my face, my ear. And then once there's a little less product on the brush, I'll start moving it towards the middle of my face, towards the apple of my cheek, but still following that line of where my jaw, not my jawline, my cheekbone ends. Very lightly, and then I'll do tiny circular motions to buff it in. I'm buffing upward instead of down because then I'll start dragging that shadow down into this area here where we want it to be brighter, because we're creating the shapes that naturally we have in our face. We're just enhancing them. If you were to start highlighting, if you were to contour lower, you start altering your own face shape, which if you want, you could do. This is just how I do it. Tap in a little bit more. And as you can see, let me show my ear. The line I follow goes to the top of my ear. That's the line I'm following. That's what works for my face shape, at least. And I'm contouring. Take some more and let's do the jawline. I contour underneath my jawbone, not on top, not on my face, but more on my chin or under my face to create those shadows. And I'm just buffing it in. Take some more and then I'll take it right here. Just start pronouncing that jawline even more. You can skip this. You could skip any part of this series that you don't want to do, you don't feel comfortable doing. You know, this is just for who needs it, who wants to see it. This isn't something I always do. I'm gonna take some more. Do my forehead. I start at my hairline. I tap and then start sweeping it towards the center, but not too far in. I'm not bringing it all the way over here. I'll leave it to where my eyebrow art starts arching down. I do have a widow's peak, so like it makes my forehead shape odd to contour and bronze, but just keep doing that. Just like that. For nose contour, I like to use angled brushes like this. It's not too fat, it is flimsy, and it is angled. This is the Luxie 207 medium angled shading. And I'm going to tap into the light contour, just so it's not so harsh. Now, if you use the light contour naturally, I use medium, but if you use light naturally, you know, just go light-handed. This is for me to map out. Nose contouring, it's not necessarily an expert skill. I still mess up my nose contour. Also, I'm not a makeup artist, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But nose contouring doesn't always come out great. Even makeup YouTubers that I watched for a long time, they still either don't nose contour at all or they still struggle with it. You know, it is what it is. But I'll take this brush, and you see the shadows right here that my nose is casting. I'll just enhance that and follow the line down my nose. Now, some people who contour, they really don't need to. Like, they have nice little noses. I don't have a nice little nose, and it has a bump. So I definitely like to nose contour, but really only for very glam looks. Otherwise, I'll just throw some bronzer on my nose. And in my bronzer video, I'll show you how I do that for just a natural look. Now I'll lightly tap. Hey, do you see that nose? She needs contour. Lightly tap, boop, tap it off. And fingers, hands always towards the end for very light pressure. Very light pressure going over where it contoured and outlined. Oh, I also did it at the end of my nose. Right here. Just gives a lifted effect. Again, my nose is big, so like, she needs work. And there that is. I also take the medium contour. I don't always do this either. Right under my lip. And that gives a pouty lip effect, contours the lip. Another step I'll do, which I find does something special, I'll go right in this divot here of my Cupid's bow. Do we see what that did? Prominent Cupid's bow. I will always, after like every step I do, take my powder brush and just go over everything. I'll tap on my nose, softly, lightly blend. Very soft pressure, very soft. There's no additional powder on here. Do you see it? No contour. Contour. Beautiful. Now, let's talk about these matte highlights. I don't know if me swatching these, they'll show up. Probably not. They're not meant to be very pigmented powders. You know what I mean? You can definitely see the pinky tone, the yellow tone's right there, and then the orange matte highlight for deeper skin tones. I stay in the medium. I'll sometimes dip into the light. It depends. The brushes I use go as follows. I recently got this brush from Alamar Cosmetics, the brightening brush. I think, I don't know if they have this still, but I got this from Boxy Pop add-ons last month for like $4 maybe. It's a flat tulip brush. Yeah, or like a tapered brush. It's a tapered brush, pardon. It's a little bit more densely packed than the others I have, but there's still some give to it. Any brushes that are a little bit more dense will add a little bit more coverage to the powder you're applying. But I use this to set under my eye or use these highlight powders. This is really nice. I use this today to set my under eyes. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. Very similar or the exact same shape, just a little bit wider and shorter, also a little bit looser, a little less bristles. Really like that one. But look how nicely they just, ooh, they just fit under the eye and blend it out a little bit. Love it. Today I'm going to use this Morphe Y11. This is a tulip brush, much like the contour brush. A lot smaller. Actually, I need that brush out. This is a lot smaller, a little bit, well, it's not denser. Very, very flimsy. Sometimes I would use this for very precise contour. That's what I used to use it for, or highlights if I'm using a very sheeny natural highlight, I would use this also. But we're going to use this for the matte highlight, and I'll show you how I highlight also with a sponge. Just going to dig in there, and I'll place that under my eyes, and I'll sweep it. These shades do have some sheen to them. It's not highlight, it's not metallic, it's not glitter, it's a sheen. I do have glitter on my face because I filmed all this yesterday and I used glitter and it's everywhere. Now I'll take it underneath where I contoured. You could also use this after you bronze if you feel like things got a little too muddy. You could take a powder like this or your loose powder. People also bake, not baking, honey. I'm going into that matte highlight. I mean the light highlight. Now these powders are for, you can clean up with them, but a lot of their purpose is to brighten. So we want brighter under eyes. We don't necessarily want bright jawline, but this helps clean it up. We want a brighter chin. Here. I'll add the contour back if I need to. Right here in the forehead, between the brows and up. Do we see what's happening? Nothing going on here. Everything going on here. I'll take that same contour brush that I use on the nose, go into those matte highlights. Take that on the nose. And again, blending that all out. Okay, I quickly did this side as well. Now, if you wanted the powder to come up a little bit more full coverage, you could take your sponge. Cut it out. Just comes up a little bit more full coverage. Like that. You can use that technique under the eyes wherever you want. I just wanted to show you that really quickly. And again, as always, blending it out. And that's how I contour. Some other products to mention: the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palettes. 3 different shades. You can apply these. I mostly would apply these under the eyes very softly. I would use, since I'm medium skin tone, I would use these first 2, which is dim light and incandescent light, because they're much lighter in tone. And these powders do have more of a pearlescence sheen to them, so they'll reflect more lights and be a little bit more brightening under the eyes. I don't need any more powder under my eyes, so I won't do that today. I don't use this brand much on my channel anymore, but I did buy it and I like the powders. This is Dragon Beauty Transformation Face Powder. Very much like the Too Faced matte powders for the light and medium tone. These do definitely highlight and brighten wherever you want. Let's see. I just said I don't need more powders, right? And here I am. Very nice powders. So yeah, that's really what I do. You can also bake, but I wanted to show you like matte and press highlighting techniques that I use in my makeup routine. If you have any favorite contour powders or contour kits, leave it in the comments down below, and leave your skin tone or like your undertone in the comments with that. So if anyone is a skin tone similar to you, then they can definitely check out that product you suggested if it works for you and your skin tone, your skin undertone, then maybe they'll like it as well. And again, I'm medium tan, and this is what works for me. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification if you're feeling froggy. I post every Thursday and Sunday, even though this series is going up back to back to back. Okay, I'm giving you content. I'm getting you ready for the holidays to look snatched. All right, again, leave a comment down below for any questions you have or any other videos you want to see from me specifically. I will get that to you. Okay, we're getting ready for the holidays. We're gonna look good at home. Yeah, I'm also very close to 500 subs, so hopefully for the holidays I do reach that milestone, and I'll be doing a giveaway of a jelly treasure box and some of the most hyped palettes that released this year. Very excited to do the giveaway. Also, to get 500 subs, also to do the giveaway. I feel like a lot of people will be happy about it, and hopefully it'll come in time for Christmas. I think it'll be really nice. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you know when that happens. If you like me and you like this video, share it to a friend, one friend, all your friends, Instagram, Twitter. I like all my socials down below. I like my website down below if you're interested in your jelly treasure box, which is my very own makeup mystery box. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to catch you in the next one. Happy blending.